President Zuma calls for unity and shark attack forces cancellation of documentary permit. Good evening, I'm Greg Hoos. President Jacob Zuma says the ANC has a duty to unite all South Africans and no one should feel unwelcome. He earlier today visited the grave of the late ANC President Josiah Gumede in Pietermaritzburg, where he laid a wreath. During the event, an altered version of the song Hamba Kahle Nkonto was sung with the word kill replaced with reconcile. A shark research permit for a US-based documentary maker has been cancelled after a deadly shark attack in Kogel Bay in the Western Cape. Biodiversity and Coastal Research Director Alan Boyd says he scrapped all the shark research permits for the project. The city of Cape Town's closed the beach between Gordons Bay and Roy Else after the body of the shark attack victim was recovered. A research permit was recently granted to Chris Fisher to film great white sharks in the Cape. At the time, it caused fear that this could attract sharks to populated beaches. Fisher's been in the country for the last month, filming sharks in their natural habitat for a National Geographic documentary. The shark attack victim has meanwhile been identified as a 20-year-old man from Camps Bay in Cape Town. His body was taken to the Stellenbosch mortuary. Spokesperson for the National Sea Rescue Institute, the NSRI, is Craig Lambernon.
According to eyewitnesses, a 4 to 5 meter white shark bit the surfer, amputating his right leg. His friends and his brother, who he was bodyboarding with, managed to get him out of the water. Body has been recovered by a Metro EMS personnel on scene and handed into the care of the Forensic Pathology Services.
The Ekurhuleni municipality on Gauteng's East Rand is to spend 2 billion rand on subsidizing basic services for the poor. This includes free basic water, electricity, sanitation and refuse removal. Ekurhuleni Mayor Mondli Ngubele has also vowed to root out fraud and corruption. Sebo Pachane reports.
Ngubele says the city of Ekurhuleni will not rest until the cancer of fraud and corruption is rooted out. His comments comes after the asset forfeiture unit attached property belonging to a former council official and his co-accused. They are accused of tender fraud totaling over 21 million rands. Ngubele says over 9,000 households now have access to electricity. 10 health facilities have been completed at a cost of 180 million rands, with 2 more planned for Springs and Tembisa. To stimulate small business development and job creation, a learnership program has been set up to train 20 contractors. They've been awarded tenders to construct sidewalks in townships to the value of 1 million rand each.
Holocaust survivor Helen Jaffe urged people across the world to be tolerant and to respect one another. Jaffe and her brother were taken in by the French resistance during the Holocaust. Speaking at the Holocaust Day of Remembrance event in Cape Town, she elaborated on the difficulties children like her experienced.
The worst was actually the unknown, because nobody ever bothered to explain to children why we were there. But I saw my father taken away, and I think it motivated my young brother of 18, and I wish to honor his memory today.
Cell phone manufacturer Nokia has announced huge losses for the first quarter of the year. The Finnish company says it made a net loss of 8 billion rand in the first 3 months of 2012. The top story at 6 o'clock. President Jacob Zuma says the ANC has a duty to unite all South Africans and no one should feel unwelcome.